spent a lot of time watching different trading strategy videos on YouTube showing off high win rates using different TradingView indicators. I don't see many of these videos on live markets, so I'm on a mission to find the best TradingView indicators to use on live markets. So every week I will be trying a new strategy using different indicators until we find something that is as profitable on live markets as it is on the back tests. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the strategy videos. And if you have any indicators you'd like me to test on live markets, make sure you drop them in the comments below. So without further ado, let's get into this week's strategy. Okay, so here we are on TradingView and we're going to add two indicators for this strategy. The first one is called Twin Range Filter by Colin MCK. Now this indicator is going to give us our buy and sell signals. We're not going to change any of the settings, we are just going to leave them as they are. Our second indicator is called Whole Suite by In Silico. Now this indicator will give us the overall trend of the market. Now with this one, we are going to change the length to 150, which basically smooths the whole suite out a little bit so it's not as choppy, and it means that the trades that we are taking should be with the longer term trend. Now you've probably guessed the strategy is when a signal matches the color of the whole suite, we are going to take that trade. So here is an example of a long that we would take. You can see we've got the green whole suite, we've got our long signal. We would take that trade from the close of that candle. Our stop loss is going to be below the previous low, and we will be going for a 1.5 target. And you've probably guessed that it's the opposite for sells. We need a red whole suite, a short signal. Stop loss is above the previous high, and again we are going for a 1.5. Now in order to make sure we don't miss any trades, I've set an alert for each pair. So for these alerts, we go to the condition, change that to the twin range filter, and we set one for long as well as one for short. And then you want to put it on once per bar close, because sometimes you get a signal but the bar doesn't close and confirm that signal. We only want the notification to show once the candle has closed. If the stop loss is too far away from the entry, I won't be taking the trade. But that is it, very straightforward strategy. So let's see how we get on. Okay, so today is Tuesday the 14th of November and it is 2:35 p.m. So we have actually taken our first couple of trades using this strategy. You can see those trades here, so they are both buys. One of them was on NZD CAD, which you can see here. The whole suite is green and we've had the long signal. You see the market has actually had a big move at half one. This was some high impact news on the US dollar, which has seemed to have moved all markets. So usually we don't get any trade after this, but we did build quite a nice level. We had our long signal and the whole suite is green, so decided to take this trade. You see the NZD CAD trade is around $500 in profit. And then we are also in a buy on Euro CAD. Again, green whole suite, long signal, nice level to work with, so the stop loss isn't too big. 1.5 target. So yeah, so they are the first couple of trades I am taking using this strategy. I will keep you updated throughout the week. So let's just see how we get on. Okay, so another trade. I just wanted to show you an example of a short trade. You can see we have had the short signal here as well as the red whole suite. Obviously this is news inflicted, but we have seemed to continue the bearish trend. So we will be taking that sell. We also have another alert on USD CAD. Again, it looks similar to the Euro NZD trade we have just taken. So let's take this one as well. Stop loss above that area, 1.5, and let's sell by market. So there we go, two buys and two sells are now open. Let's see how we get on in these trades. Okay, so it is now 16:09 p.m. We are in a few more trades here and you can see we are actually floating at around $5,000 profit. We haven't had any trades close yet. You can see we've just had another alert there on GJ, but we are already in that long, so I won't be taking that trade again. But we haven't had any trades closed. Obviously we are trading on the 5 minute. And depending on how many pips each trade is, it might take a while for them to close. But overall, you can see we are trading with the trend for some of these trades. So provided we can keep that momentum going, we should be in a good position to close some of these trades in profit. But it is very early days, and as I say, we haven't actually closed any trades yet, even though they are all floating in profit now. But I will come back when a trade is closed. Okay, so it is now 16:32. Our first trade has now closed on this account. You can see it was the buy on NZD CAD, which left us in a profit of $1,470. The other positions are also running in profit as well. We are also doing well on the Euro CAD trade, so we're getting up towards our take profit. So these first few trades have been good using this strategy, but obviously there is a long way to go. I will be trading this strategy for the next few days. Okay, so a final update for the day then. It is now 8:22 p.m. This is what the account is currently looking like. You can see we have had a good day, so our account balance is at 107,000, and we did only start trading this strategy at around 1 p.m, so it has done well for the first day. Our equity is at around 111,000, but obviously we are just waiting for these trades to close. If we have a look at how we've got on in terms of win rate, you can see that so far we have had 3 trades close and they have all won, so that's 100% win rate so far. We are in negative drawdown for 2 of the trades, so GJ we took a long, and then on CAD JPY we did start off well, got relatively close to our profit target, and again we have since just faded out. Not much volume in the market at the minute, but I will keep these trades open. I want to see the true result of these trades. I won't be managing any of the trades, we will just let them all play out. Tomorrow we will have a full day using this strategy, but as I say, a really good start so far. So let's just see how we get on for the rest of the week. Okay, so we are back. It is Wednesday the 15th of November and it is 8:28 a.m. So you can see what the account is currently looking like here. So basically last night we didn't manage to close the trades on GJ or GU, and there was actually some high impact news this morning at 7 a.m. on the Great British Pound, which you can see has affected the markets. It's basically depleted the bullish momentum and is now actually looking for shorts. However, like I said last night, I'm not looking to manage any trades, so we are still in both of the GJ trade as well as the GU trade. GU trade is still in profit. This one wasn't affected quite as much by the high impact news. The whole suite has now turned bearish, but we are going to remain in those trades. We have had an alert for Euro NZD. It's about 5 minutes ago, and you can see it is a short. We have the red whole suite. We have a nice stop loss as well, so I'm going to take this sell. The stop loss will be above this previous high, and our take profit is at a 1.5. And there we go, our first trade of the day is now open. Okay, so we have actually been stopped out of the GJ trade now. You can see after that news there has been a lot more bearish momentum. We did actually get off to a good start on that trade, but we just couldn't keep it going. We have had a short signal as well, so we've just taken that short from that area. Stop loss will be there, and our take profit is at a 1.5. You can see we've got the red whole suite as well as the short signal. If we look on the 4-hour chart on GJ, you can see we are at a level now where price has bounced. There has been a massive bullish push on GJ throughout of November, but we've got to this area and rejected, so that's more confluence adding to the short for GJ. Stop loss is around 38 pips. The short we took on Euro NZD is also in profit now, and potentially we might get stopped out of the GU long because Great British Pound seems to be bearish. Okay, so another quick update here. Our Euro NZD sell has now closed. You can see we did make $2,000 profit on that one. We are still in the other 2 trades on Great British Pound. So the sell on GJ, which is going quite well so far, and then the long on GU is in a little bit of drawdown. I'm tempted to close this one just because we've been in the trade for so long and I don't think it is valid anymore. However, I did say that there won't be any trade management, so I will just leave that one. The thing is, I am missing out on a couple of other trades while I'm sat in it, like this short for instance. However, we will just stick with that one. If we look at the Euro NZD trade, you can see that did work out very nicely. Then there is potential to look at different levels with this, so once you have a short signal, potentially wait for a level to be built for you to work with. If we were to do that, we would have had a much tighter stop and we would have already hit our take profit. But these are things to think about if I am ever to use this strategy on a live account or maybe on an FTMO challenge. These are the sorts of things that I would consider. But because this is a demo account, I am just taking the signals as they come, provided they are valid with the whole suite and the signal. Okay, so another update on the account then. It is now 12:07. We have had a couple of trades close and we have had some losers this morning. Any sells on Euro didn't work out, and we have actually lost on all of the Euro trades from this morning. Our account balance is at 105,000 and we are up floating at around $1,200. So I will be back when I take more trades. Okay, so just a quick update on the account then. There has just been some news at 1:30. You can see it has affected the trades and the markets are moving. We did actually just get closed out of this AUD CHF trade. See there that the high impact news at 1:30 has an impact on that. GJ was looking good, but again it's been affected by news. We were coming down just nicely. This is what happens when there is a high impact news event. So it was actually PPI at 1:30, so that has affected some of our trades. Our account balance is 105,709. Okay, so another quick update. It is now 1:20 p.m. so that GU trade has now closed. That was really news inflicted, and obviously it was a trade that we were in since last night, so not an ideal trade, but we have now closed out of that one. We are still in 4 positions, which are all floating in profit at this point. So our account balance has gone down to 103,000 basically, but with our profit and loss floating at around 2,800. So in the future, I think we would look at closing this earlier. If this was a real account and I see the trade struggling around here, I probably would have closed. Nevertheless, the trade was floating in profit, and looking on the higher time frames, the bias for GU was actually bullish. But you see the high impact news at 7 a.m. did bring us down and turn it into a bit more of a bearish market. We started to climb slightly again, but then more high impact news at 1:30, which has now closed us out of that trade. But these other 4 trades are looking good. So let's just see what we can push this account up to if we just keep taking the trades as they come. Okay, so a final update for the day then. It is now 8:30 p.m. So this is what the account is currently looking like. $108,719, and we are floating at around $600 profit. If we have a look at the trades we have taken today, which is the 15th, you can see that we've had 8 winners and 11 losers. But because we are going for a 1.5 risk to reward ratio, we are actually in profit for the day. So overall, this strategy is working quite well for me so far. I think there has been some opportunity to take the trades at a bit of a nicer level. I have just been taking them when the signal matches the whole suite. However, if we were to wait for a level to build with a bit of a tighter stop, I think there is some potential using this strategy to get it even more profitable than it has been so far. I will be trading this for one more day, so tomorrow is Thursday the 16th. I won't be able to trade it Friday, so Thursday will be my last day of trading this strategy. But the way it's going, I will probably use this strategy again in the future for a full week. So make sure you subscribe so you can see when I release that video. But we'll come back tomorrow when I first start trading, so I'll see you then. Okay, so we are back. It is Thursday the 16th of November and it is 8:52 a.m. So this is the update on the account. I have opened a couple of trades this morning. Our account balance is just under 108,000 and we are floating around $1,000 in profit. You can see the trades that closed last night. So we did have 2 winners and 2 losers. A nice trade on GU last night, which left us in a lot of profit, and it was actually the short. So you can see it did take a while, but eventually we did come down to our take profit level. So I will catch up with you throughout the day to show you how the account is getting on. Okay, so a final update using this strategy then. It is now 2:53 p.m. on Thursday the 16th of November. Now this strategy has worked really well for me. You can see our account balance is at $112,156, and we did only start trading this strategy 3 days ago, and that is a good amount of profit made in that amount of time. We can have a look at the trade history here. So as I say, we started on the 14th of November. So this is the account history. So we have had 19 winners and 19 losers. So we've actually got a win rate of 50%. But this is a prime example of why risk management is so important in Forex. Because we have been going for a positive risk to reward ratio of 1.5 for each trade, it means that we have made $12,000, even though we've only got a win rate of 50%. That's why you should always go for more than a 1-to-1 risk to reward. I actually think the win rate could have been improved slightly if we would have looked for levels to be built before we take a trade. A lot of them I was just taking them on the signal because I wanted to see what these indicators truly trade like. But if we were to wait for a better level to be built, we might have actually eliminated some of these losers. But overall for me, this has been a good strategy and it has worked out better for me than the strategy I used last week. I think next time I will be looking at trading this for a full week, as well as potentially tailoring some of the trades to take them at a better level. If you have any strategies you'd like me to try on live markets, please just let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.